Good morning, students. Today we are beginning chapter 2 in history, socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. In the previous chapter, we discussed about the French Revolution. What was the impact of the French Revolution on the other countries of Europe? To try to recall, you will find out that the French Revolution gave two powerful ideas. What were these ideas? These ideas were the ideas of freedom and equality. It means that a society which is based on freedom and equality. Equality in the sense of social and economic equality. You remember that in France there was no social equality. The society was divided in 3 states. And you also know that the first and second states people were given number of privileges. So such type of systems were also prevalent in other European countries in one or other form. So the French Revolution opened up the possibility of creating a new society which is completely based on equality, where all people are equal. No one is higher in the society or lower in the society. The French Revolution also advocated the idea of individual rights. You remember that the French constitutions dealt with the rights of the citizens. It was the very first time that the such type of rights were given to the people who were at that time subject of a ruler. But these ideas of the French Revolution were not accepted in the same way, and that's why the responses varied from person to person. Some people wanted a complete change in the society. They wanted that this monarchy has to be completely finished off. Some people wanted a gradual change, and some people didn't want any change at all. So on the basis of that, different groups were formed. The ideas of French Revolution not only influenced the people of Europe, many people in Asia were also greatly influenced by the French Revolution. In India, there were two people who were influenced and talked and discussed about it. One was Rajaram Mohan Rai, another was Desrosiers. Rajaram Mohan Rai was a social and religious reformer, and Desrosiers was a poet who had a Portuguese origin. So these people also interpreted the ideas of the French Revolution in their own way. So these on the basis of the different responses which the people had about the French Revolution. So different categories of people or groups were formed, and these groups were labeled as the liberals, radicals and conservative. Let's talk about them one by one. First of all, liberals. Now, look at the word liberals. Liberal means, if you look at this word only, they are those people who are thinking or having a more freedom in their thinking. So they wanted a nation in which all the religions are having the same status. So we can say that they were secular. They also opposed the uncontrolled power of dynastic rulers. They did not want that the kings do whatever they like. They wanted that there must be a government that should work on the basic principle of rule of law. Now, what is rule of law? For example, our country is having a constitution that is well interpreted by the Supreme Court of India. So they also wanted that the government must work on fixed set of laws which are interpreted by an independent judiciary. They argued for elected parliamentary government and independent judiciary. But they were not in the favor of universal adult franchise. They did not want that the right to vote is given to everyone. They wanted that this right to vote has to be given only to the property people. They did not want that everyone in the same way has to be given. They were also against that women should not have the right to vote. So the liberals cannot be called the democratic. Why? The reason is quite simple. Because they did not believe in the universal adult franchise. Clear? Moving to the next. Next group is the radicals. Now, who are radicals? First of all, you must understand this word. The radicals were those people who wanted to bring a dramatic change in the basic principle of the government. They want a complete change and they also want a quick change. They wanted a government which is based on the majority of the population. They wanted that a country which is having any particular section of the society which is more in number, the government should be of that section. They also supported women's suffrage movement. It means they wanted that women also should have the right to vote. They were against the privileges or the benefits which were given to the great landowners and the wealthy factory workers. But they were not against the existence of private property. They wanted people can have it. But they disliked the concentration of property in the hands of few. If you remember that in France, most of the land, means around 90% of the land, was in the hands of nobles and clergy. So they did not want it. They want that the property should not get concentrated in the hands of few. So these were the basic ideas of the radicals. And the last group is the conservative. They were opposed to radicals and liberals. Conservatives are those people who generally don't believe in any change. But the conservatives also, after the French Revolution, opened their mind and they started feeling that some change is now inevitable, that has to be made. But at the same time, they wanted that the past had to be respected. So, in the wave of the change, we should not forget our past. They wanted that changes should be adopted through a slow process. So, these were the basic ideas of liberals, radicals, and conservatives. All these ideas are very important for exams. You must memorize them. That's why we are finishing our today's lesson here only. Thank you and have a nice day.